Hi gorgeous lights. Look, I just wanted to pop on again, follow up to the energy update that I put on yesterday. I'm talking to a huge amount of people that are having this, and I shouldn't laugh because I've been there, done that, got that t-shirt. And the shift between say three-dimensional thinking and basically heading towards five-dimensional thinking, which is just a mind shift. There's an awful lot of lot going on in your head at the moment, and quite a few people have been saying to me, oh my word, it's just incredible to try and shut down that part of my brain that just won't stop blathering. And that is the whole key to it. That's a key to actually understanding, because you're actually making it into conscious thinking. So when you're actually stopping and going, oh my God, like shut up brain, you need to congratulate yourself, because you've just noticed that your brain's out of control and you are the only person that can consciously tell that part of your brain to be quiet. And this is part of the shift, because, you know, if you've got that whole worry-wall part of your brain going on and on and on and on about things, and to the point that you're actually noticing, then you are actually heading in the right direction, because now it's about consciously bringing in some order, like I've just said, some discipline, some conscious understanding that actually says that the only thing that you're up against that's blocking you from moving into a more peaceful environment in your own head is you. So it's about understanding that there is this last minute kind of kerfuffle that's going on as you're trying to shift out of this dimensional impact, where you'll actually really notice how irritated that you're getting with yourself, where the thoughts that just won't stop, they just peek like a chicken. And it's incredibly important for you to actually realise that, you know, we have been operating, particularly in the human mind, human brain, basically with fight, flight, freeze, fawn, all survival understandings to keep us in control and knowing what's going on, knowing what's happening. Human beings absolutely hate not knowing what's going to happen next, so that they can prepare for something or be you know, have all this organisation for something. Well, there's survival techniques, and to be perfectly fair, while there can be some validity in having a plan, absolutely, 100%, the survival stuff that's kicking in is exhausting. It's also not strictly a truth, because it's that part of your brain that 100% is trying to look after you, but it's really activating in the most aggravating way for a lot of people as well. Whereas the fifth dimension is about flow. Now, when I'm trying to explain that to people, I'm saying it's about, if you understood that your higher self planned your whole journey for you and you are a part of that journey, why are you worrying so much when what was planned in part of your experiences is every single thing that you can possibly deal with, and every single thing that you can deal with at that point in time that you reach it, you're going to have a solution for it. So the 3D part of your brain, the survival part of your brain says, what if I don't? What if I don't have a solution? Whereas the 5D part of your brain goes, I've already got a solution. It's right there. The universe is providing it. I just need to expand myself into that understanding. So I kind of was really looking at it, because I was talking to the guides last night about the perceptual understanding of what is the fifth dimension, like what is it? And it is a state of being. It's a state of mind. It's a state of clarity. It is understanding that, you know, we're not going to, the outer world just suddenly doesn't create into nirvana. It is about understanding the way that you look at things, the way you deal with things, the flow, the energy, the peacefulness that you give yourself by actually maintaining that knowledge. You don't need to tune up in an old way anymore, is absolutely huge. Now, so then what they were talking about is, they said, please try and anchor in, and they keep using that phrase a lot. And I said, anchor in what? And they're like, anchor in energy that actually makes you feel safe and secure in yourself, because then you can feel safe and secure where you turn up anywhere that you go. Now, this is a process. You've been turning up the same way that you have with programming, societal programming, parental programming, life programming for a very long period of time. It doesn't take 5 minutes to undo that way of thinking. It is persistence, it's resilience, it is working with yourself, it is nurturing yourself, it is anchoring in stability on the inside of you that actually says, yep, okay, my higher self planned this. It's how I approach it. It's a perception that I approach things with that creates my reality. So within, so without. It's a viewpoint. It's a way that you see the world. So when you're anchoring in, that Spirit says be really clear to anchor in your stability. Now, how you can do this, heading towards moving away from this pick chicken brain thing that's going on for so many people, because you literally go 3D, 5D, 3D, 5D, 3D, 5D until you're getting really sick of yourself. Anchor in your competency. Okay, so you've been on the earth plane for this period of time, you know what you're doing. So anchor in your wisdom, please anchor in your wisdom. I am really good at finding solutions. I am really good at dealing with people. I am really good at looking after myself. Start to anchor in the celebration of yourself and the understanding of who you are on the inside. I am a really authentic person. I am really good at giving myself self-care. I'm really good at realizing I'm in control of my thoughts. All of these things are what you're anchoring in that gives you stability. And as soon as you start doing this, you stop second guessing yourself, which pulls you back into the niggles of your brain, starts a loop cycle going, because seriously, it's a loop cycle. It's a broken record. And it's a little bit about taking that mindful consciousness and actually going, shush, I don't need to listen to you, because what you're saying and what you're focusing on in this repetitive cycle is not strictly a truth. The truth is that you're able, because you planned it with your higher self, to able to actually deal with an awful lot of stuff. You already have. It doesn't mean it's going to repeat. It's your brain's fear it's going to repeat, because the brain literally just accumulates data from experiences that you've already had. That is not the sum total of your life. You are not going to just rinse and repeat everything that you've already done. You are expanding into flowing, into being and understanding that you can expand your own understanding by going, I can actually deal with everything that's actually coming up. I can actually overcome that fear that is keeping me stuck. I can overcome that block that's really just generated through my mind by stepping into the unknown, by actually surrendering to going, I'm not fighting with myself anymore. That's a really big one of acknowledgement. If you can just say, do you know what? I'm not fighting with myself anymore. I'm not having an internal argument with myself that says, one side of me says you can't do that, and the other side you can do it. Stop the dance, stop the fight, and just go, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You're an echo of an experience that you don't know what the next experience is going to be. So I'm going to stop you right there. If you were talking to your brain or the thought in your head like you would to a person that you're really, really tired of talking too much, you would go, shush, I'm tired of you talking too much. You have the ability, totally give you permission because I do it to myself, to go, shush, that's enough now. I'm just tired. And bring in that conscious mindfulness that says, I don't have to sit and listen to this. I can basically just go, shush. And that's enough. And when you keep doing this, because that fear, what will happen here, what will happen there, all this scenarioizing what could possibly happen, you're not there yet. When you're there, you will intuitively, if you're operating from your safe space on the inside of you, make the right decision for you at that period of time, trusting yourself. And this is what you're going through right at the moment. You are having to navigate through blah, 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 to go, am I still going to listen to this because I've done this for a very long time, it's really, really exhausting, or am I going to start giving myself permission to anchor in that I don't actually know what I'm doing, I've been wandering around on the earth plane for a period of time and I'm actually quite secure that I can make decisions for myself, and start making those intuitive decisions. Stop fearing you're going to get it wrong, because that's your brain A, trying to control a situation, and B, trying to actually, use that fight, flight, fawn, freeze part of your brain to actually go, there's going to be a problem. If you're going to listen to that, I love what they just said, the negative Nelly in your head, then you're choosing to look at things from a perspective of the potentiality for it to go wrong. You're probably going to get your wish because you're focusing on that. And if you actually, and it isn't like someone said to me the other day, is it just blind faith? No, that's not blind faith. It's a conscious understanding of choice that you've got. You're creating your own reality on a daily basis by the way that you actually turn up. You're consciously choosing to go, I acknowledge that bit, but I'm not going to let you rule me, and I acknowledge this bit which says if I approach it in a different way I can probably deal with it in a different way. There's a lot going on that's helping you decide which way you want to do things right at the moment. It is a push-pull. It's very much 3D, 5D, 3D, 5D, and how I can do it is I can go, oh, I'm a little bit worried that, my petrol will get me to there, and then I can niggle, and then the part of me that goes, come on, you know how far the car will go, you know that you've not let it run down till it's really empty, you've got this. So it's those internal negotiations going on all the time. What you've got to decide is which part of it that you reinforce that you're going to anchor in and listen to free yourself from the blah blah blah. And it's about, you've got this, I've got this, stop. Take some of the control back from the randomness of your thoughts. I really mean that. Take care of you.